welcome to episode 38. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a very long time actually, so it's now the 16th, Sunday the 16th of November. So it's been probably about almost 2 months, 6 to 8 weeks I'd guess, since I was in here doing anything to the car. It's 25 past 10 Sunday morning. Why has it been so long? Well, like I said, I was going on holiday, so I was on holiday for 2 weeks. Came back, got one cold, got another cold, chest infection. So I probably had about 6 weeks where I was poorly and ill, and I'd got a lot going on as well anyway, so it's time to get some more done. So I'll just take you around the corner and I'll show you what's happened. I've had a few bits come as well, but nothing new for quite a while. So that's a long box, isn't it? That's a new rear bumper. I need to shove that up out of the way. I'll put it over there somewhere. There's the old rear bumper. Need to take the top lip off that, then I'll go to the scrap. Been buying again. New impact gun. This will do 400 Newton meters of torque supposedly. So the idea of this one is to replace my old Clark one, the 240 one. New cordless die grinder. I got that for my birthday. That's good. I've had another piece of steel come to make another gearbox mount when I get round to that. And then this is what we need to get back onto. So as you can see, we've got the one part of the outer sill, inner sill, screwed together. So somebody was asking me about this, so what do? We'll fit it up on the car, drill, and then put these self-tapping screws through, so it's all located all along. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare and I'm going to grind off the paint that I've got on this bit, and up there, as I come along I'll have to take these screws out. So I'm going to start to seam weld it along the top edge, stop about there, carry on, and then fill the gaps in, so that's fully seam welded. The bottom bit will just get stitch welded, like a couple of inch gaps like that along. This bit I need to cut and cut because that bit's folded over. This bit again, like I did on the other side, I need to find the spot welds and cut it there and take that bit off so that I can put the underfloor support on. So after a little bit of my tidying, that's what I'm going to get onto today. I want to get that welded together. Less talk, let's get some action done. Right, I'll come back to you in a bit when I've done that. Well, that's that welded together. It's a bit smoky in here now, can you tell? I've bent it, not from the heat and the welding, but it fell off my bench when I was taking this bit off and doing the final bit of preparation, so I'm going to have to straighten that. I think it's just this top piece here. So yeah, full seam along the bottom and up that edge, and then stitched along that inner edge, seam there as well. I've got to clean it all out obviously. So lots of this to be done. Don't want to drop it again, so I'll do that. Yeah, cut my finger somehow. I don't even know how I've done that. Maybe when it fell off. I had gloves on as well, so you can see it penetrated through. Okay, I've still got to go through and weld in all these other little holes, but I'll probably do that when it's in the car. It just needs tidying up, like all these need flattened back and whatnot. Pick it up. But yeah, it just opened up in a bit the odd place where there wasn't a screw, but it won't matter, it's okay. I'm going to seam seal it anyway. I just need to go over it with the grinder and finish it a bit and just take the high spots off. But right paint, it was spitting a lot because even though I'd ground back, because there's paint underneath the edges where I can't get to, it was burning and spitting. Then you can see I just cut that bit and then I removed that, ready to put the underfloor in. That bit folds over, it's where the brake cables come through to the brake ECU. I think I'll probably just grind them now. What time is it? It's 20 past 12. Yeah, I'll probably just grind them now today. I'll do that now. and then I can paint in the week. I need to get that underfloor support in as well before it goes in the car. It's just easier to do it before it goes in the car. I'm trying to straighten it out a bit where I've bent it. Right, see you in a bit. There we go. Just taking the tops off, just wait to come through. Little bit doesn't matter here and there. Still got some holes to fill in. Like I say, I'll do that when it's in. I need to straighten it out. It's this end that's bent where it fell on it. It's just the underfloor. I need to get that underfloor support in, and then just all the sharp bits and loose stuff taken off. So that'll be it for today. Time to go and have some lunch. Need to work out getting that underfloor support in next. Let's just go get it. It's over here. Here it is. I've had to bend it a little bit to get it to fit. Sort of goes in about there somewhere. Like that. So I just need to get that tacked in. That's the next job. But see you another day. At least we're doing something. We're moving forward. Right, we've had lunch. Come back in. I want to figure out where that goes. So there's the old one. So one thing straight away I've noticed. That underfloor bracket is in a different place, isn't it? You see, there's that one. There's only a cable that runs along it, so it's not crucial. But yeah, it's in a completely different place. Won't matter too much. So yeah, what I'm going to do is measure that distance and then work out an angle, transfer it across, get that on there. And then I am going to have to paint it all before it goes in, because of course I've got to paint all around the body mounts. And that's another thing, it's just been so wet, and because you've got to paint 3 degrees above the dew temperature, and it was really cold this morning, there was a frost, you can see. So it might be a bit of an issue. I think that's part of the issue I had to start with, because I've not preheated it. I probably should have preheated it a bit, this piece of steel, effectively. So let's get a tape measure, let's get some measuring, figure out where it goes, get it marked, get it prepared, then I can weld it on. It only needs tack welding. I mean, that original one will be just a couple of plug welds, or spot welds, that's all. So, I mean, it's actually similar. It is similar. And again, it does go over that hole, which is what the other side was like. So it needs to go over that hole halfway. Probably about there. I could take all this off here. I've got another one of these. Where have I put it? It might be up in the rafters. Oh no, it's over there. It's in that corner with all that other stuff. I have got one of them. I could put it in the right place, couldn't I? Don't think I will, I'll just leave it where it is, it won't matter. Right, let's get this measured. So there we go, got it lined up. Finish it off once I've got a few tacks in and I can move my clamps. So it's almost there. It just needs a little bit more. Then I can bend that little lip back. Can you see? Just because I bent it down to get it to fit in. So I'll do the bottom first and then I'll do this edge here. I don't know whether you can see in there. Let me get a torch. There is just a little gap in there. You can see. Same down there. There is a little gap along that floor section. So it just needs like clamping as I move along. So we'll get that done. Right, need to take my hat off. A few tacks. more tacks. Move it along. Another tack in there. Stitching. Okay. Now I need one in this corner in a bit. It's 3 stitches. Probably need to reposition it. Let's just widen that one. Let's turn it over. So I can now do this way. Stitch in there again. Doing the corner. This corner. So bent is that? It's considerably bent. Look, see, that's where I dropped it. I might need to reposition that when it's in the car, you know. I think I need to try it in, because that is bent. That's where I dropped it. You can see. Yeah, I need to cut that off there, grind that back before I weld this on there. Yeah, I think that's bent. Yeah, what I'm going to have to do, you can see now I've just bent that bit back down. I'm going to have to unpick that weld there, just grind that off. so that this piece, which is attached to that floor piece that's bent, isn't welded anymore to the body mount. Then straighten that piece, then weld that back up again. Then I can weld that to here. I don't think it's much off, but it's obviously visually significant. There's a little bend there as well, but that's probably just the heat. That didn't take long, see? So I've got that unpicked. Now I can bend that back down. This is where it was when I knocked it off. I was over there at my vise and caught it. So now I should be able to straighten that. Just don't know how I'm going to do it. Perhaps I can't even do it on the floor because of the lip. But I don't think I needed to worry about that. I think it's the actual floor that's warped rather than this piece that's moved. No, I'll try and show you. So if I don't know, I'm going to show you, hang on, let me figure it out. You might be able to see. So as I push, can you see? So it's only that piece that's moving. So that'll correct as I clamp and weld it into the actual car. Right. So I can weld that back up again. It is moving slightly actually. Right, so that'll hold that. So now I can re-weld that onto there and weld that lip under there onto here. That just needs clamping again because it is moving, and then I'll go and weld that. Let's get that done. So there's my setup to weld it back together. 2 G clamps, 2 of them clamps. Let's get it done. Right. There's clamp. Turn it on. Put my light so I can see. That's okay. Let's turn it over now. Do under here. So I can reposition this and reposition this. So I've got one here. One here. In the middle. Just tip it over a bit so I can see. Right, that'll do. Grind them off a bit. Done. So there we go. Now I've taken that clamp off, it has sprung back, but at least it's sprung back in the right place. So when it's in the floor, it'll straighten out. It's not a problem, but this is all welded in. The only thing I am going to do, I've just ground the tops off the sharp bits, you know. I'm just going to drill that hole for drain, make it a bit bigger, or move it back a bit, and then it just needs painting in the week, and then it'll be ready to go back on. So I could get a coat on tonight probably, if it's warm enough, but it depends on temperature. Like I've said, it's got to be 3 degrees above the dew point. Today's pretty dry, so maybe it will be 3 degrees above the dew point, and then all I've got to do is prepare like underneath the floor, de-rust, get some well-through primer on, treat the rust, and then it can go in. So want that Sill in before Christmas. Merlin, don't come in, Merlin. No, go on, you stay out there. I'm coming in a minute. Merlin wanted to come in, so I'm going to leave it at that for this episode. Like I say, I want to get this Sill in by Christmas. Ideally, I want to be able to turn it round again by New Year. So, yeah, just leave it at that because it's been so long, you know, and I haven't done anything. So, thanks for watching. Welcome to all the new subscribers. See you in the next one.